Hello guys, it's me Alicia. I am back. As you can see, I am back on my original file here after I was able to catch up on the other file with the recordings that I lost. I am now back on the normal file. So yay! Consistency once again! Finally! Anyway, we are here at the final chase. Awesome level. Awesome music. Awesomeness of Shadow. Yes! Oh, so much awesome! Anyway, as the name would dictate, believe it or not, this is the final level of the Dark Side story. Finally! Well, I don't really want it to end, but because I don't really like the hero story, but we gotta move on at some point. Unfortunately, the dark story is a lot... Hey, don't do that to me. I don't like that. Fortunately, the Dark Side story is a lot shorter than the Hero Side story. I wish it was longer, and I wish there was more Shadow in it, but of course, since this was his debut game, you can't push it like that, I'm guessing. Okay, if you go down here, you'll see a ring box, and yay, an extra life! I would get that if I was going to the Chao Garden, but I'm not going to. Okay, now, just going through this, want to explain this. This is a little bit more gravity-based. I love this. This is one of the longer levels, though. You're going to want to be careful with the gravity, because the gravity will sometimes be weird, like it is now. Okay, when you're on these things, you'll spin around, of course, in the direction that the arrow shows. You can, of course, jump to the other ones, but seeing as though I don't want to have this be 30 minutes like the last one, I'm going to not go to all those side paths, because, needless to say, they're kind of useless. Whoa, I think you're sneaky there. I knew what you were gonna do. I knew that was gonna be there. You're not gonna trick me, game. You're not gonna trick me. By the way, at this point, don't be afraid of the meteorites, or the enemy over there. Chances are, it will never hurt you. In fact, I've gone through this not having to hit the enemy or not worrying about the meteorites over there at all every time that I've played through this. And as you know, I've played through this game a lot. A lot. Because of course it's one of my favorites. I like the original Sonic Adventure, but it doesn't really age very well. Plus, I'll be honest, I could finish it in one day, so it's like, well, whatever. But, I like the game. I didn't like some things about it. Like I said, I don't think it aged very well. Nope. Yeah, be careful of that. This level likes to be a real dick with those electrical fences there. Hey, I so hit that! I so hit that! Come on, that was crap. You guys saw that. Yeah, you could just jump over here if you want to go through it all fast and everything like that. I just chose not to at first because, well, you're going through the level normally, so why speed through it like that? Okay. Let's just go. Hey, yes, thank you. Nope. Stupid electrical fences. Oh. The timing on getting past those gets really tricky. I really hate the inclusion of those electrical fences there, because they're just really freaking cheap. They were just way too cheap. Shouldn't have put them in there. Really don't like it. Not a big fan of it at all. Hate those things. They're gonna be much of a pain. They're gonna be just as much of a pain later in the level as well. Because later in the level there is a branching path. Okay, I think I got it this time. Yes, I did. You want to try to jump as far into that as you can, so that way you don't have to worry about hitting that thing. If you use the full length of your jump there to get as far out onto the pillar as possible, then you shouldn't have anything to worry about. Nope. Artificial chaos! See why I hate those things? Those things are the worst enemies ever. Because you just always barely hit by them. By the way, there are these 3 holes here. There's one different thing in each one. There's a life in that one that I was just down. The middle one is the right one, and I think there's rings down this one, but I just want to show this. So, by the way, sorry again for my voice. I'm kind of recording this in the middle of the day as opposed to the end, because my roommate's gone, and, well, I don't want to annoy her with my loudness when she's here, so I like to wait until she's gone, so that way I don't have to worry about disturbing her or anything like that. Yeah, I like to be nice. After all, I know I can get kind of annoying when I probably... No. What was that? What was that? In all the times that I have played through this game, that has never happened before. Never. God. Why is the game being a bitch to me? No, hit it. Can I still get the rings down here? I know that the ring boxes respawn. I know that the lives don't. I don't think they do. I'm gonna check. I hope it does. I don't think it does, though. I really don't. Probably just gonna be an empty one. Yeah, as I assumed. I was right. Just wasted a little bit of time there. Doesn't matter. But, yeah. I've never had that happen once before. God. Not even once. The LP curse. LP curse in action. Games like to freak out, and you just always fail whenever you try to record. Hence why I've died so many times. Normally, if I had a normal setup and like I was able to use a normal controller, I would probably never die on this. Okay, now, I think this is I'm not sure if this is where the branching route comes in, because I know that there's a branching route later. I'm not sure if this is also a branching route. Normally I just take that little side path over there. Is this a branching route? No, yeah, I think this is the way that we're supposed to go. There's a branching route if you take that, platform down there with the artificial chaos that is now shooting at me. No, wait, this one right here. You will be able to skip forward this annoying part with the electrical fences, but if you do skip forward, then you don't get that thing that you just saw barely over there. That is an upgrade called the Mystic Melody. I'll get to that right a bit. That's the reason why I went this way. That way it just takes you further onto the stage. Mystic Melody. Change the Mystic Melody in the action window. Then press B button to play mysterious melodies. This is what you use. This is the upgrade that will enable you to use these things. Yep, those altars that we've been coming across in every level but have been able to do nothing with. Yep, now you know what you need in order to do with it. And then the Mystic Melody, then that little portal over there takes you back over here, the alternate route that we would have gone if we had jumped onto that platform. But I wanted to get that here, show that it's there, plus you do need to get it, because Mystic Melody isn't really needed in the actual gameplay, like the actual playthrough, if you're only playing through it. Not going for 100% or not going to get all the, do all the extra missions for these levels, then you don't have to worry about the Mystic Melody. You don't have to get it. It's not really... They don't make it so that it's really required in any of the levels. It's more of an optional thing that is needed for a lot of the later missions. I'll probably show that. I'll probably at least go through one level with all the missions, but basically the Mystic Melody is normally the thing that is essential to the third mission, aka finding the Lost Chow mission, because you will need that in order to find the secret locations, which are often hidden in levels that you cannot get to without the Mystic Melody. That's basically what the Mystic Melody does, and those altars do. They'll normally make a portal appear, or some kind of secret platform appear, or something like that, that will enable you to go to a part of the level that you would not be able to if you did not have the Mystic Melody. That's but it basically is for other missions. You're going to need that for the later missions past the second mission, the Collect 100 Rings mission, for pretty much all of the characters in all the levels. So yeah, Mystic Melody is not needed. It tends to be a little bit of the harder to find one, except for Sonic and Shadow in this case. Theirs is right in front of their faces. Well, in this case, if you play through it normally. But, in most cases, you don't need it unless you really want to do those extra missions, because it's not really needed in the actual gameplay. And I'm gonna go the further route if I can reach. Can I? Yay! You don't need to go this way. You could go the further route. I just choose to go this way because then I could fall and then I could fall without having to worry about the gravity and everything. It's just the way I like it, plus just the way I do. And since me being the Chow freak that I am, I always use that plant to get this. One of the more special animals. I don't know. That's just the way I am. I've always been a Chow freak. That was what gave this game so much replay in my mind. So much replay value in my mind. Because I would spend hours upon hours upon hours in the Chow Garden. My god, I wasted so much time just trying to make my Chow look so bad. Just so awesome. Yeah, I'm gonna try not to curse. I don't really like to curse unless it's really necessary. Because then I feel that the impact is kind of less. It's kind of less if you use it all the time, but I'm gonna try not to use it in videos. I know it doesn't really matter, but I don't know what my viewing demographic is gonna be, because I know that there's not much now, of course. Just started. Don't expect there to be much. But, I don't know what the demographic is going to be, so I'm going to try to be appropriate here. Yeah, sorry. Sorry if you like that, but whoa. Oh, that was lucky. No, get off, Shadow. There we go. Good Shadow. So yeah, Mystic Melody, not needed, but if you want to do the extra missions in these levels, which I will be showing, as well as how to get to those other ones, like select them in the menu and everything, then you'll need it. You will. It's pretty much a requirement for the third mission. Each character has one. They're kind of hidden in different places. The only two that are really, if I remember correctly, out in the open are Shadow and Sonic. No, you don't. No, you don't. Yeah. I like it when you guys die quickly and easy like that. Okay, go to the side here. More money and an extra life! Yay! Life count up! I need that because with this setup, it's not the way that I'm not really good at using the keyboard to do all this stuff, because I don't have a controller, because I don't have a system. So, needless to say, it's a lot trickier for me to play this way, seeing as how I've always played on a console. But considering the circumstances, I'm just not able to do that. So, needless to say, extra lives are very, very welcome, since I will fail a lot more on this than I normally would. By the way, that little pulley, that will lead you into another section that's for a different mission. Hint, why you got the Mystic Melody in here. By the way, yes, we still cannot break those. There are a bunch of other, upgrades that you have to go back into older levels in order to do those kind of things. Some of them, that's the way it is with a lot of them. Only the ones that are required for the storyline, like absolutely required for the storyline, are going to be in the actual level the first time that you go through them. AKA the speed dash shoes for Shadow, or light shoes, or whatever the heck they call them. I think it's light dash or speed dash or something like that. The Mystic Melody was optional. That's why I took that path in the first place, because I didn't want to have to replay this. Oh god, I hate this part. But you're gonna have, if you want to get all the upgrades, then you're gonna have to go through, like, including the optional ones, you're gonna have to go back through the older levels. In fact, the upgrade that we needed in order to break those metal crates was, in fact, in one of Shadow's earlier levels. I'm going to go back and show all the upgrades, and I'm probably also going to show, at least, like I said, all 5 missions on one of the other stages that I've beaten. So, I'm going to show off that stuff after I finish the main storyline. So just bear with me for this. Yay, we finally get to see this animation again, because I'm on the right file. And now we have...
Cease to surprise me, Hedgehog. I thought that capsule you were in exploded in space. You know, what can I say? I die hard. Just looking at you. What are you? I see, but you know, I can't let you live. Your adventuring days are coming to an end.
Okay guys, and here is the final fight of the Dark Side story. You know what? I don't know how long I've been recording. I'm not sure if I should stop this here. So, you know what? We'll just go on with this, and we'll finish the Dark Side story in this episode. Okay, now what you're going to want to do, you're just running on these things. Be careful, though. You want to keep running. All you want to do so far in order to damage him is just, home attack him. This is why you want to keep running, because if you don't keep running, then those platforms are going to fall out from underneath you, and you will die. First few hits are easy on him, then later he decides to get harder. Be careful though, because, like I said, those platforms will fall off if you take too long to attack him, or whatever. Oh, that's another thing. This is another thing that you have to be careful of. If you get ahead of them, they will, be able to attack you. Normally, he won't attack you. But if you get ahead of him, he warps ahead of you in a place which would be more logical. Since you can't just be ahead of him and then that's it. No. That normally starts happening. Oh, by the way, be careful here. When you do that kind of thing, the camera will oftentimes get messed up and you'll get turned around. Be careful of that. Because last thing you need is to be messed up and disoriented when a platform is falling out beneath you. Yeah, don't want to have to redo this again, needless to say. You can ring dash here, but chances are the only reason that you should really do it... Now, in order to get these later hits, the only reason that you really should do it is in order to catch up with him. Sorry, I didn't finish that sentence there. But, basically, you're going to have a harder time after you get the first 2 hits on him. He's not going to be so easy, and he's going to start countering. Now, that's pretty much all he's going to do. AKA, just keep on trying to counter you and everything. So, if you do get ahead of him, just try to, ring dash or something to get as far ahead as possible so that way he doesn't hit you. This isn't that bad until later in the fight. I'm gonna discuss what he does later in the fight when we get to it. But, like this, you'll often get ahead of him many times, which often tends to make this battle drag on, which is kind of annoying, but nothing you can really do about it. So you're just going to have to be patient here, you're just going to have to keep going, make sure that you only hit him when you're really close to him. Be careful with everything that you do here, don't want to fall off the edge, don't want to stay on the platform for too long and let it fall out beneath you. Just try to just keep on hitting him, but like I said, when you get to these hits, it will be a lot slower. You're going to have to keep on pummeling and keep on being persistent with hitting him in order to actually get him. And and in most cases, you are going to have to give up if you aren't able to get him and this platform starts to fall. So give priority here to staying alive, so that way you can just continue to keep on beating on him. It's going to take a while, it always does, and it's always annoying because of that, but see, if you just keep on being persistent with your hits on him, then you will eventually get that hit on him. Now when he gets lower, he's going to do an attack like Knuckles did when we were fighting Rouge. I know you didn't get to see it in that take, but whenever he said, here I come, or something, no, I'm thinking of, something else. I'm thinking of something else. No, he always said, now witness my power, that's what he always said before he did a lightning-like attack. Well, Sonic has an attack like that here. Of course, those attacks normally only happen in versus mode, if you are in versus mode, but in this case, Sonic will use an ability called Sonic Wind, so listen for a verbal cue from him. I'm not quite sure exactly what he says, but, he will say something and then he'll, then when he says that, be careful and just keep moving. Just keep moving or, somersault. That's the only way that you're going to be able to avoid the Sonic Wind. It's not that devastating, it's just a normal hit, but you're going to want to be careful of that and listen for that verbal cue, because he will use that. Oh god, can I catch up to you yet? Oh, fine. No, come on, Shadow. We need to make sure that we end up close to him when he warps. Come on, come on, come on, come on. Last hit, last hit. Yes! Yes, I got to kill him before he ever got to use Sonic Wind. But he'll say something, so listen for that. Listen for that verbal cue. And if you hear it, either one somersault as soon as you see the animation like you did for Tails' beam, and like you didn't get to see for Knuckles' lightning attack there. Or Thunder Punch, I think it's called. I don't know, it's kind of hard. Oh, wait. Final cutscene.
This completes my plan to take over the world. The glorious era of the Empire of Eggman.
Oh god, I probably should put this in another part because I forgot about the credits. Okay guys, and that is the end of the Dark Side story. Keep in mind, we still have the Hero Side story. But so far, Dark Side story, definitely my favorite story. I'm not gonna go into the whole hero story and everything, but I've always liked the Dark Side stories so much more. Mainly because of Shadow, but, that's just the way it is. I just love the Dark Side story. I wish it was longer. It should have been longer, in my opinion. Because the Hero Side story is substantially longer. So, kind of bothers me that the new characters that got introduced here, aka Rouge and Shadow, didn't really get much attention and didn't really get much for them. Now, Rouge, that doesn't really matter to me that much, because I've never really been one for liking Rouge, just not my kind of character, and it's just, I don't really care about Rouge not getting that much. I'll be honest, I don't like her that much. She's not one of my favorites. I just don't really like her that much. Personally, though, I think that they should have still given, Rouge and Shadow more levels, more, exposure in it than they did in the game. I mean, I know that Shadow only had 4 levels in the game, while Rouge had, I think, let's see, first was, whatchamacallit? Dry Lagoon, then it was, the Pyramid one, then it was, yeah, she did have 4. Then it was the Security Hall, and then it was, Mad Space. So, both Shadow and, Rouge there didn't really get much in there. I mean, I know that they're new characters, and they didn't really want to take too much of a risk in just putting them everywhere, but honestly, when you have new characters in there, I think you should give a little bit more of attention to them because they are new. Give a little bit more for them. And I was really disappointed when it came to that. And there were only 4 levels for Shadow. I love Shadow. I feel like he never got, like, he really just did not get enough attention in this. I mean, of course they gave him, like, his own game and everything like that. And played through it and everything, got all the endings. I really think that they could have done so much more with Shadow, but, like, they should have done more with the new characters. I mean, new characters, you want to add more development, want to have them in there, want to feature them in there a little bit more, yet they gave them so little. Eggman had a lot more levels than the rest of them, I think. Trying to think how many. Well, yeah, just in the very beginning of the game, to the midpoint of the, Dark Side story, he already had 4 levels. So it's kind of sad that all of it is basically Eggman. I really feel like they should have done more for Rouge and Shadow. I mean, yeah, it would have been longer, but what's wrong with it being longer? I loved the Dark Side story. And honestly, I feel like they really didn't do enough with it. Anyway, I'm sorry. I'm sorry I haven't been really that much fun this episode. It's kind of hard because, once again, I'm recording this in midday. I'm normally a lot more fun and energetic either 1 in the morning because I don't have classes or anything, because I don't have classes until later, or late at night because then I can relax and just go crazy because I don't have to worry about getting to my classes later. But, plus, needless to say, my voice isn't as good because it doesn't really have much time to rest in between. But, yeah, Dark Side story's done. Sorry if this is a really long video, I forgot about the cutscenes. But, on the next part, we will continue and go on, finally, with the hero side story. I think that there's something else after this, so I'm just gonna be quiet. Is there? I think there is a scene. Yeah, I'm pretty sure there is. Yeah, emblem, get. Oh, sorry about that, guys. People keep contacting me. You can now select scenes from the Dark Story. That's why I couldn't go back. That's why I couldn't do this once I had those failed recordings. Now select Time Attack boss stages in the Dark Story, which means you can basically just battle all of the bosses together in one. Oh, new two-player battle stages. Level 4 have been unlocked. I'm not going to be able to show 2-player because, needless to say. Oh wait. So much lag.
Sonic the Hedgehog was arrested.
6 speed.
Incidents that shock the entire world. The story takes our hero Sonic from the Earth and into outer space. Sonic Adventure 2. Hero Side Story. Farewell, Sonic. Forever.
I only wish. Anyway, that is a little teaser for the next one. So I will see you guys next time. Bye!